Colliers. Yeah, I'm from Colliers, and we are the master agent for the new project called Regatta Collins Wharf by Land Lease. So we're going to talk about this project today. Let's firstly talk about timeline. In 2024, 2025, the coming 2 years, do we expect any settlements coming up in CBD? Anyone know about it? New CBD stock coming up? I expect no, right? Whatever we're selling at the moment, like Premier Tower, Australia 108, or whatever you see, it's going to be the last batch of stock in CBD because there's no more land, and the floor to land ratio has changed. That affect all the investors who want to come into the market to develop like a high density residential. Eventually they'll move to hotel or other commercial building as well. So the thing is, we are like 10 years or 20 years before where Sydney are. Eventually there will be no new stock coming up to the market. And if you have any investor client in the overseas client, like as an FRB, because they can only buy new stock, then that means they can't get any stock in the new CBD in the near future, in a very foreseeable future. And if anyone of you is selling Premier Tower or Australia 108, you might have noticed the contract price now is sitting at around 12,000 to 13,000 square meters, with developer offering huge incentive. But if you disregard, take away those incentives, we are at around, the price will continue to increase. The contract price is adjusting every day based on what the market is experiencing, with all the construction costs going up, and even developer, when they have completed stock, their holding cost is high as well because they have to pay interest fee, and that's why they're giving you incentive trying to clear up all the stock. But we have 2 more years before there's new stock coming up in the nearby suburb, because we just come back from COVID, and COVID there's no project launch, and that means the next 2 years the property market is going to be blooming because of what demand will be. While we continue to have population growth, immigrants, or anyone else will see the potential of the Melbourne market could move down. So, and even with housing land outside in the outer suburb, when I'm saying outer suburb, I'm saying something maybe 40 kilometers away, or even 30 and above. You need to spend at most like an hour to come back to CBD to work. And a lot of the working class like us, young professional you can't work from home, you need to come back to the CBD, they will need to find a city pet. And majority of them might think about larger apartment, a more livable space than CBD, because how, when we first designed CBD apartment, majority of them are targeted to international students, where relatively they're quite small, but if you are working professional, you will prefer like outer suburb, say nearby, say Docklands. So today I'm going to bring you a new project called Regatta. Let me bring up the slide first, see if I will be able to bring it out. All right, so this is the name of our project, Regatta in Collins Wharf. So firstly, Regatta is the name of the tower. Collins Wharf is a master planning in Docklands. So if anyone who have studied Dockland before, there are 3 main developers in the Dockland area. First, MAB. Second, Land Lease. Third, Mervat. So these 3 major developers has taken over all the Docklands area. While in Land Lease, the piece of land, there is a large piece of development area called Collins Wharf. It's a wharf area where you have both water at the front and at the back. And with this master planning land, there are 6 towers in total. We are launching the 2nd tower. So Regatta is the 2nd tower in Collins Wharf, or you can in short make it as Collins Wharf 2. Collins Wharf 1 is on 915 Collins Street. If you look it up on Google or try to search it on REA, there is no residual stock, there are no secondhand, like very handful secondhand stock, and the rental is going really well as well. While we're launching 938 Regatta. Regatta is on 938 Collins Street, a very prominent address. While in front of the address, then you have the tram 11, tram 48, from the terminal stop in Docklands directly bring you back to CBD area, free tram. So it's a very prominent address that enables you to have close proximity back to the city, around 7 to 10 minutes, then tram ride bring you back into the city directly. And developer is land lease. So 3 main selling point on this project. We'll look at the location later on. The first is the location, because how every single apartment here is going to be waterfront apartment. So if anyone's selling completed stock at the moment, say Premier Tower or Uno or anything else, well, a lot of the buyer will prefer waterfront view. Waterfront view in CBD, what you can get is only south facing or the west facing, looking at the Port Melbourne or the Westgate Bridge area. But a lot of the buy in the southern hemisphere actually want north facing, because this is where you can get the natural sunlight around the clock. So in north facing apartment waterfront view, you can only get these locations, because in CBD you can't. If you get a CBD location north facing, you can look at the outer suburb only. You can't look at water facings. So this is the uniqueness of the land, where you can get north facing water view, and you will be able to looking back into CBD, Marvel Stadium, and particularly in New Year's Eve, you'll be able to see the fireworks, Melbourne Star, and Yacht. And the most variety of view of the water you will be able to get is in this piece of land. Second selling point, land lease. The name of land lease to sell, because land lease is a local listed company, and as a leader in the industry, more than 70% of the land in Sydney are developed by them. And they're not just Australian local developer, they go global as well. In Taipei 101, the tallest building in Taipei, the landmark, in Kuala Lumpur, the Twin Tower, the Petron Tower in Malaysia, Lennis has also participated as one of the developer inside as well. So they are not only just local, they go global real estate and investment, because when you buy the property, it's a long-term assets hold. So they have previously launched in Sydney, the One Circular Quay. Circular Quay, everyone's know about it, is a very significant area of Sydney, because you'll be able to get both Darling Harbour, the Harbour Bridge, and also the Opera House view as well, where they start with 2-bedroom at 6.5 million. So you can see, I'm not trying to compete here, but you can tell whatever they're building is building the quality of the building. And a lot of now currently the demographic of the existing purchaser, a lot of them are international investor as well, part of them, because you know how lenders have their local corporate responsibility and reputation that have to maintain. So even a lot of the buyer get a bit shaky buying off the plan, because they worry about whether the project will build, whether it will be delivered. But you don't have to worry about this, because first, lenders always build their own project. We don't have to rely on a builder. There's no such thing as about ProBuild it gone bankrupt, because lenders itself is the name that go into the builder. They just need subcontractor. So this is how solid the developer is. They are the builder itself as well. And let me continue. So the project will 100% deliver. And the third selling point is the location. Like how I mentioned, being on the Collins Street address, then you only 7 to 10 minutes, it brings you back to the CBD. And within this land, because how it has 6 towers in total, this is the tower 1. If you look at my mouse, my cursor, where it is, this is tower 1, and tower 2 will be next to it, which is Regatta. And continue, we will have 3, 4, 5, 6. With the construction costs go up, that means in the future, when we have to launch the next few towers, the cost will go up as well. We just pick up from pandemic, and that's why how developer price the product, it price it very carefully and very in a conservative way, doesn't want to go too wide. And still, this project, we are just selling at 12 to 13,000 per square meters, including a car park. Consider we are now in 2023, but even in Premier Tower, whatever stock remaining, 2-bed 1-bath with the car park is already 900,000. While here is around 900 to $1 million, I can get you 2-bed 2-bath with the car park. So it's an assets growth, because in the next couple of years, we anticipate the property price will continue to grow. While I'm locking in the price in 2023, But by the time of 2026, when there's any completed stock, developer will adjust it back to the market rate. And at that time, you can't get in the property like the price 5 years ago. A lot of people who think about trying to get a nomination, why? Because you want to get hold of 2018, 2019 of the price, which is 5 years ago, where we noticed that the price continued to go up. That's the same mentality when now it's 2023. I'm still selling you a very reasonable price or even below market price. But now this one will complete in 2026, and by that time, this money you could easily earn a couple 10,000 already. So I have quite mentioned that this one is more about the proximity and how convenient the project is. So this is the south-facing Riverview. So south-facing, majority of them are 1-bed plus study, and the price is around 620,000. With 50 square meters internal plus a 9 square meters external, and price already include a storage. If you need to buy a car park, it's additional 100,000. So in terms of the project overview, this one is more like a mid-density project, not high density like the city apartments. We only have 317 units in total, where it comprises of the waterfront apartment, which is the apartment in the main tower, 290 of them. That includes 1-bed plus study, 2-bed, 1-bath, 1 car park, 2-bed, 2-bath, 2 car park, and 3-bed, 2-bath, 2 car park. And all of them included 1 storage in the price. And Premier Collection, where are the Premier Collection? They are the Harbour Homes, which is the 10 townhouse in front of the building. So these 10 townhouses, they are 4 level each and 4 bedroom, around 220 square meters internal and a 60 square meters terrace area. And they have all individual street number, individual private lift inside. So 10 of them, around 3.5 to 3.8 million. River Home is at the back of the podium, which is this light, and the lower level in the podium. We only have 12 apartments here. They are large size 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom, 1 single level dwellings apartment. And they are one elevator service to 1 apartment on the left-hand side. So only like what I'm trying to say is the elevator, when the elevator open, you only see your own residence, like 1 elevator, 1 door, that kind of product. So this is the most premium part of the building, and they are around 18,000 per square meters. That comes to around 3.5 to 4.6 million mark here in the lower level. They are most premium. We expect a lot of the downsizers who are moving from Mornington Peninsula or Port Phillip Bay, who doesn't want to have large houses and want to move back to the city, they will consider this area. While in the whole building is up to level 27, level 28 is part of the level 27, the duplex, we call it the penthouse. We have 5 duplex, sorry. We have 5 duplex on the top level, level 27 and level 28. And level 29 is where the plant area with all the air conditioning condensed machine will go to. So amenities. The project with good amenities like hotel style concierge, such as linen changer service, laundry service, they're all pay per use. It doesn't add into your OC fee because you and your neighbor might need it at different times. So it just pay per use. And the whole building is using smart lock. That means if you have cleaner going to your apartment, you don't have to hand over the keys. You can just set them up with a temporary password to go into your residences. And in level 4, we have a 25 meters lap pool, spa, sauna. And level 5, we have yoga, gym, private dining room, and lunch room. And level 17 is a open terrace area and a winter garden. So this is the rendering. On level 4, you have the north-facing swimming pool, 25 meters long, spa and sauna is here. While this is on level 5, the private dining room and the lounge area, north-facing. While at the back of this room is going to be the yoga room and the gym room. And this is the level 4 podium garden. So that gives you a pretty much of overview of what we have just mentioned, which is on the north-facing, we have we have 10 townhouses, and at the back we have 12 river homes, and on top we have 5 sky home, which is a premier collection, 27 units in total, while in 2019 2090 apartments within the tower area. So let's study a floor plate. This is a very typical floor plate. One level, 16 apartments in total, from 1 to 16. So this from level 4 to level 16, there are 16 apartments in one level, while on level 17 to level 27, there are 8 apartments in total per one level. So the red area, they're all 1 bed plus study, and size between 50 to 56 square meters external, plus a 9 square meters external balcony. Just remember how you're getting the water view here. They're uninterrupted with a front view. But if you are getting similar price in CBD, 600,000 for 1 bed, you might get block views, or it's just very close to your neighbor. So with the red, with the white 105 here, this one is a 2 bed, 1 bath, 1 car. So the price of this one is around 880,000. So 880,000 with 72 square meters with the 9 square meters external balcony, that brings you up to around 80. And 80 square meters, 883,000 with the car park. So it's a really good price when you buy it in 2023, but this one settled in 2026 mid-year. Haven't mentioned construction will start in 2024, which is the first quarter next year, February to March next year. And the gray or the yellow area, they are all 2 bed, 2 bath with the study or without study. The size is around 72 to 80 square meters external, while this one is particularly a large one. Speaking of the standard one, from 72 to 80 square meters internal, the price is around starting at 1.02 million to 1.05 million starting point. While 715, the 15 apartments here is a particularly large 2-bedroom apartment. While you have a separate dining room, separate living room with a bathtub inside your master bedroom, it's hardly be able to find a 2-bedroom apartment with a bathtub inside. So this one is 104 square meters with a study nook area here as well. While the green one, in each of the level, there is a 3-bedroom apartments. Their size is roughly 133 to 137 square meter internal square meters, and 13 to 15 external square meters. With 2 car park, they are tandem car park, one at the front, one at the back, and they're selling at 1.9 million. So here's some renderings of the apartment that we're expecting, and this one is the south-facing apartments. I will show you a 3D tour later on. So this one, because it's on development ID, so I will just let you guys like have a read to yourself as well. Light scheme, dark scheme are the 2 options. They are not upgrades, so you can choose either light or dark. While in 2-bed, majority of them has already had an inbuilt nook that you will find it on the floor plan. Some of the highlights here: air conditioning. We have it's a concealed air conditioning. While 1 bed, you only have it in the living room. 2 bed, 3 bed is the living room and the master bedroom. And anything else you want to upgrade, it will be an upgrade. So appliances is Miele kitchen appliances, except the penthouse collection, they are Gaggenau kitchen appliances. So this is majority of north-facing apartments where you can get the yacht view, the city apartments, the Marvel Stadium, and over the New Year's Eve, you'll be able to see fireworks blowing out over your head as well. Opposite to you, you have the Melbourne Star, the Ferris wheel. And some of the floor plan here is the townhouse, which is 4 level with a private lift inside. And size is around 216 to 241 internal, with terrace area on top around 60 square meters. Well, River Home is majority of them are one single level dwellings, a large apartment, say this one, 251 square meters. What you can expect is the width of this apartment. One apartment equals to the width of 4 townhouses to the other side. So it's a very large one single level dwellings apartment with garage attached at the back as well. All right, and last but not least is the Sky Home. So Sky Home, what you can get is both north view and the south facing view. So north facing view, you have the balcony, while going a level up to the mezzanine level is where your 3-bedroom areas are, and you'll be seeing the south facing terrace as well. So you got both front and the back. So here's some renderings. All right, I'll show you guys the 3D. So in front of the project, there will be a wharf. The wharf now is the marina berth here is express of interest only. So no one can buy it. Lennis is going to find an operator to give us a price to lease the wharf, to leave the marina berth for around 20 years. So if you have buyer who have one bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom buyer and would like to sign this special condition, they can feel free. We can put it into the contract. And once we have the cost of the marina berth, we'll go back to them one by one. And by the time of them enter the contract, so the waiting line is by the time they enter the contract, first come, first serve. So if you are wanting to lease a berth, then they can. So pricing everything here. I'll go to the 3D tour to let you guys have a look as well. So I'll be able to share the link of this media portal, which no matter where you are, I definitely encourage you guys, if you are swinging around the city or Docklands area, give me a buzz, go into the display to have a look, because it's completely different than what I'm presenting you here, because basically I'm just telling you an idea of the project. While if you can come in and see the actual display, it just put a lot of sense into the project, and you know what you're trying to sell to your buyer as well. So here's some renderings with north facing, looking at the CBD, looking at the Marvel Stadium. This is the Victoria Harbour north facing, where all the 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom view will be looking at this side. On the other side is the south facing. South facing a majority of the 1-bedroom plus study or 2-bed, 1-bath product. But you can tell this is a irreplaceable location where in the front and the back, there's no more building that can go up that blocks your view. This is a south facing, north facing, and this is on Collins Street. And this is on Collins Street, where you have plenty of street parking. There's no visitor car park inside your residence car park, but your visitor will be able to find street parking. So this is 915, the Collins Wharf 1 tower that was completed in 2018, 5 years ago. Now we are almost starting to build the second tower, which will start in February to March next year. So this is the River Home at the back, the most premium part of the building. Concierge, dining room, podium park, and the swimming pool. And last but not least, what I usually would do is I go to exterior. So exterior is a virtual tour that will enable your buyer to feel like they're at the actual site. Questions, comments, feedback so far? Wait for it to load. Okay, so this is the actual site. While you see Yarra River runs along the south facing, while the north facing is the Victoria Harbour, where you see the Ferris wheel, and also the city and the Marvel Stadium, yacht park, everything. The best waterfront view I would say is in this area. And this is Collins Wharf 1, Collins Wharf 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6 will continue to build side by side next to it. So this is a 4-bedroom apartments, 251 square meters plus external 14 square meters winter garden. So this one is going for 4 million. And on the side, these are the 3-bedroom apartment, one level single dwellings. They are around 3.5 million. And on top, we have some 1-bedroom. So let's look at a 1-bedroom. So this is a 1-bedroom view on the south facing. So consider you buying a 600 mark product while you're getting the uninterrupted south facing view. And if you coming back inside, so this is a 1-bedroom apartments. That give you a sense of how the apartment looks like. So I'll be able to share you with the access of this portal so you can play around with your client, and I'm trying to get the individual virtual tour link from the developer. So it makes it easier when you send it to the client. So this is a 1-bedroom, south facing. While at the back, we have a 2-bedroom as well. So Lenny's product is very squarish and very practical. So their majority bedroom on each of the sides separate next to each other. While you have the island kitchen, laundry, dining room and living room and a balcony. Everything is there's no tricky curves. There's no tricky things in the floor plan. So easy to read and understand. All right, let's look at a 2-bedroom north facing. So this is your view of north facing apartments on level 16. And if you go inside, this is a 2-bedroom, and both your 2nd bedroom and the living room will connect to the balcony. And this balcony floor to ceiling, they're all glass window. There's no more skirting board, and there are no step up in your balcony. So this is a 2-bedroom north facing apartment. And this is going for starting at 1 million with 1 car park. And last but not least, we'll look at a 3-bedroom as well. So 133 square meters to 137 square meters with similar floor plan, 1.9 million with 2 car park. So for 3-bedroom apartments, you have a living room, separate dining room. And it's just very easy to remember because they only have this floor plan type for a 3-bedroom. You don't worry about seeing different floor plan type that confuse yourself. So this is your 3-bedroom apartment view, while you have a very separated living, dining, kitchen area, while on the other side you have a master bedroom. All right, I am pretty much done. Any questions, comments, feedback so far, or anything I haven't answered that you'd like to know? Hello. If that's it, I take silence as a no. Anyone here?
Do we have a price list for this?
Yep, the process is on the portal already, which I've given access to the Oxbridge group.
Okay, thank you very much. And I'm sorry, it's a weird question. I mean, the commissions and everything has been mentioned there, or
I think pretty much it. I do encourage you guys to come down. If anyone of you are swinging by CBD or in the Dockland area, can let me know as like in advance, so I can try to get a time with you, even like 15, 30 minutes to look at the project together before you show it to your client, because like you have to understand the product enough so be able to make a sales here. So yes, that's pretty much it. But everything, sales menu, durable values, OC fee, they're all in the sales menu. That's it? All right, so thank you guys for the time. If you do have any questions, you have I think majority of you will have my numbers, but if you don't, you can ask Paul for it and come to me.
yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm not able to find that link to the presentation which you just said. So am I part of the group?
It's on development ID. Are you guys on development ID?
No.
What? Because I will be able to send you this sales presentation, but eventually you will need to go to development ID. So if anyone of you who are not using development ID, so
That's me.
This is the link. Sorry, I'll just share screen quickly. Anyone is aware of this system? Development ID?
No, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe need to speak with Paul for that, because what you will see is if you log into the system, then you should find quite a number of projects.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you will
Mackenzie, can you please assist me in that, please? This is Harjeet. Mackenzie, if you could assist me in that.
I do not have access to that. It's definitely a poll question, sorry.
Okay, no worries. Oh, good. Thank you. I'll message. If you could forward that to Paul, that'll be really appreciated.
Let me send a follow-up email to Paul, and I will be able to give you like a pack of the Dropbox material. But there's no point if I download the price list now, because how other people are selling the stock. And at the same time, if you don't aware that the stock is gone or is sold, then you talk with your client, it's just kind of embarrassing and you feel a bit discouraging because you never know when the stock is gone. So definitely need to sort out with Paul on checking out development ID or whatever way that your team will be able to know the availability of the building.
Yeah, no problem. So what is the process like? Is it a booking amount which we put in, or what is the process at this stage?
So at this stage, when the process is open, if you do have buyer is interested in particular apartment, you can put down 5,000 to your own trust account. We just need a receipt, and then we can put the apartment on hold for 3 to 5 days and go through the contract process to get your buyer signed.
Okay, no worries. Oh, good. I'll get back to Paul. Yeah, thank you very much.
But I will send Paul a follow-up email. I'm not sure how you guys for other projects look at the price availability. Might not be on development ID, or just you guys have a main person checking for you. But whatever from us is on development ID. Okay.
Oh, good. Thank you.
All right. If anyone have any questions, then do come to me. But otherwise, I'll continue to speak with Paul. Thank you, everyone, for your time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.